بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Math grade 7. We are in model 9 measures figures. Today we have lesson 5 surface area. Today we have lesson 5 surface area. In this lesson we want to learn how to find the surface area of prisms and pyramids.
Mr.
Yes.
What is the difference between volume and area?
The volume means three dimensionals: length, width, and height. But the surface area or the area just two-dimensional: length and width. So listen here very well, please.
Surface area of prisms. Teaching notes. The sum of the areas of all the surfaces, or faces, of a three-dimensional figure is the surface area. When you find the surface area of a three-dimensional figure, the units are square units. To find the surface area of a rectangular prism or a triangular prism, find the area of each face and then calculate the sum of all of the areas of the faces.
Listen here, please. Here we have a prism. The volume means you have three dimensionals. We have length, width, and we have height. So the amount inside this cube, this is the meaning of the volume. But if we draw the net, this is the net of the prism. As you see, this net includes many rectangles. So if I find the area of each one, the area of this, and as you remember, the area will be what? Will be just two dimensionals. We have just length and width. And the area means just the surface here. And if I add all areas in the net, this area to 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 this area, I will get the surface area. So the surface area of this prism I will add the area of this rectangle and the area of this rectangle, 56 plus 56, for example. Why 56? Because here we have 8 and here we have 7. And the area of the rectangle, length times width, 8 times 7, 56. We have here 56 and we have here 56. Then we have here 42. Why 42? Here we have 7 and 6. 7 times 6 will be 42. 42 here and 42 here. Then we have here 48. 8 times 6, 48. And here 48. And the total of all areas in the net, you will get what? The surface area. This is the meaning of the surface area. Will be, for example, here 292 meters squared. The difference between the volume and the surface area, I will explain in Arabic here. الفوليوم يعني الحجم بالعربي. الفوليوم هو كمية المادة الموجودة داخل البريزم أو البيرميد، سواء كانت هواء أو ماء أو أي شيء يعني أي حيز يشغل هذا الفراغ من الداخل، هذا بنسميه شو؟ الفوليوم. مثل العجلة تبع البايسكل أو عجلة السيارة، بشو بنملأها نحن؟ بنملأها بالهواء. كمية الهواء المملوءة داخل العجلة هي شو بنسميها؟ فوليوم، حجم. تمام؟ بالنسبة لنا هون للبريزم، الفوليوم بيمثل ثلاثي الأبعاد اللي هو 3 dimensionals اللي هو length width و height. أما السيرفيس اريا، إذا أنا حسبت مساحة كل وجه اللي هي الاريا، إذا حسبت الاريا لكل وجه وجمعت هالارياز هاي، جمعت مجموع هالمساحات هاي، بحصل على شيء اسمه شو؟ سيرفيس اريا. بحصل على شيء اسمه سيرفيس اريا. إذا هذا هو الفرق بين الفوليوم وبين السيرفيس اريا. الفوليوم يقاس بالكيوبيك لأنه 3 dimensionals، والسيرفيس اريا تقاس بشو؟ بالسكويرد لأنه 2 dimensionals. In this question, find the surface area of the rectangular prism. طيب, my question now, how many faces do you have here in this prism? Who can answer me?
6.
6, great. Surface area represent S. Surface area represent S. طيب, هلا we have here this face parallel and congruent with this face. Means the two faces here, the opposite two faces here, have the same area. How to find the area of this face? The type of this face will be rectangle. So the area here will be what? Length times width for this rectangle. Length times width means 13.6 times 9.25. But we have here two rectangles, means two areas. So multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. 2 times 13.6 times 9.25 plus. And we have the front face here and the back face. Also the front face and the back face, the two faces here, the two opposite faces here, parallel and congruent, means they have the same area. So we can solve the area of the front, then multiply the area by 2. How to find the area of the front? The front will be rectangle, means length times width. The length like the side, 13.6. So we can write here 2 times this side, the total of this side equal the total of this side. So means 13.6 times 7.5 plus we have the top face or the base and the bottom face. Here we have two opposite parallel and congruent bases, means they have the same area. How to find the area of the top base or of the down base? Length times width, because the type will be rectangle. But we have two congruent areas here, means multiply by 2. 2 times the length here will be 9.25 times 7.5. Now we can calculate as you see here, we have 2 times 13.6 times 9.25 equal 251.6 plus 2 times 13.6 times 7.5. The answer will be 204 plus 2 times 9.25 times 7.5. The answer will be 138.75. Now we can add to get the total. Here we have 251.6 plus 204 plus 138.75. The total will be 594.35. Who has any question here?
No questions.
And the unit will be inch squared. Always remember, when you find the volume measured using the cubic unit. But when you find area of surface area, will be used the square to measure the area of the surface area. Okay. How much paper is needed to cover the gift box shown? The type of this box, as you see, rectangular prism. Rectangular prism. To know how many paper you want, you must know what is the surface area of this rectangular prism. So we want to find the surface area. We want to find the surface area. Represent S equal. To find the surface area of the rectangular of the triangular prism, the first step, find the area of the bases. Here we have triangle and here we have congruent triangle. So find the area of one of these triangles, then multiply by 2. So means here we have 2 times. How to find the area of the rectangle of the triangle? The rule will be 1/2 multiplied by the base. The base will be 4. Multiply by the height. The height, as you see here, will be 3. Then we have this face here, the side face. The type here, rectangle. So length times width. The length will be 14 times 3.6 plus. And we have here the back side here, also rectangle. length, the length here, same side here, 14. And we have this side equal this side, means 3.6. So 14 times 3.6. Or we can write here 2 times 14 times 3.6, or 14 times 3.6 plus 14 times 3.6, the same idea. Plus, we want to find the area of the bottom face here. Also here we have rectangle, the length will be 14 and the width here will be 4, the same side here. So we can write here 4 times 14. Now we can calculate. 2 times 1 over 2 will be 1. 1 times 4, 4 times 3 will be 12. Plus, here we have 14 times 3.6. The answer will be 50.4, and here 50.4. 50.4 plus 50.4 will be 108. Plus 4 times 14, the answer will be 56. Now we can add, we have here 12 plus 100.8 plus 56. So the answer will be 168.8 inch squared. Who has any question here?
Mr.
Yes.
This Mr. relationship is plus. Like when you want to go to another shape, you should make plus.
Yes, because what's the meaning of the surface area? The total of, or the sum of the areas. The sum of the areas. So here you have many faces. Find the area of each face, then add the all areas. You will get what? You will get the surface area. Okay, Laya?
Hey, Mr. Why don't you do like 14 times 3.6 times 2?
Yes, I said you can write 2 times 14 times 3.6, the same idea. Okay?
Okay, Mr. I have a question.
Yes?
Now, why did you wrote the 14 more than like twice or one? You wrote it 3 times.
Because here we have this face, the area of this face 14 times 3.6, and the area of the back face also 14 times 3.6. So I repeated 2 times, and I said you can write it 2 times 14 times 3.6. Okay?
Mr. Why did you
Okay.
add 56?
56 from here. This face 14 times 4. 14 times 4 will be 56. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Now, how to find the surface area of the pyramid? Listen here, please.
Surface area of pyramids. Teaching notes. A regular pyramid is a pyramid whose base is a regular polygon. The lateral faces, the faces that are not the base, of a regular pyramid are congruent isosceles triangles that meet at the vertex. The height of each lateral face is called the slant height of the pyramid. You can use the areas of the lateral faces and the base to find the surface area of a pyramid.
Okay, this is the pyramid. And this is the net. The base of the pyramid, as you see here, we have square. And as you remember, the square will be regular polygon. Means have 4 equal sides and 4 equal angles. When the pyramid have the base regular polygon, means we have congruent faces. The name of the face here, lateral face. The name of the face, lateral face. As you see inside each face, we have height. The name of the height will be slant height. Slant height. So the name of the face will be lateral face, and the name of the height inside the face will be slant height. So to find the surface area, you can find the area of the base, then find the area of one of the 4 triangles here, then multiply by 4, because here we have 4 faces, because we have here 4 faces. You will get the surface area. Find the surface area of the pyramid. Here, as you see, we have pyramid. Type. Who can tell me what is the type of the base of this pyramid? What is the type of this base? Square, great. Because we have this side 4.5 and this side 4.5. Type. The square regular polygon or not regular polygon?
Regular?
Yes, regular polygon. Means we have this side equal this side equal this side equal this side. And if the base of the pyramid regular polygon, means you will get 4 congruent lateral faces. This face triangle, congruent with this face also triangle, congruent with this face also triangle, congruent with this face also triangle. So to find the surface area, at the first, find the area of the base. The base will be square. So the square we can find the area will be take the side and square the side, or we can write side times side. So 4.5 mixed number, change it to the fraction. 4 times 2, 8. 8 plus 1, 9 over 2. So we can write here 9 over 2 squared. This is the area of the base. This is the area of the base. Then, how many lateral faces you have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So multiply by 4, because we have 4 lateral faces. And find the area of the one of these lateral faces. As you see here, the type would be triangle, and the area of the triangle 1 over 2 multiplied by the base. The base, change it to the fraction, will be 9 over 2. Multiplied by the slant height will be 11 and 1 over 4. Change it to the fraction. 11 times 4, 44, plus 1, 54 over 4. sorry, 45 over 4. 11 times 4, 44 plus 1, 45 over 4. Now we can calculate. 9 squared means 9 times 9 will be 81. And here 2 squared means 2 times 2 will be 4. Plus. And here 4 times half will be 2. 4 times half will be 2. And 2 times 9 times 45, or I can write it, or I can solve it like this, the easy way. 4 times, we can multiply the numerators. 1 times 9 times 45 will be 405, and down we have 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 4, 16. So here we have 81 over 4 plus, and here we have 4, here we have 16. We can do simplest form here. Divide here by 4 and divide here by 4. 4 divided by 4, 1, and 16 divided by 4 will be 4. So remains up 405 and down 4. Now as you see, we have the same denominators, so we can add directly with the same denominator. Then add 81 plus 405. So the answer will be 486 over 4. We can do divide here. So the answer will be 121.5 inch squared. Who has any question here?
Mister, when you, like, how did you get the 4 at the first step?
4, we put here 4 because I said when you have the base regular polygon, you will get regular relate faces. So as you see here, we have square. The square, as you remember, has 4 equal sides. Means this side equal this side equal this side equal this side. If you have pyramid, the base of this pyramid will be square or regular polygon. Means all literal faces will be what? Will be congruent. What's the meaning of congruent faces? Means they have the same area. They have the same area. Type, how many triangles you have? This is the first one here. And then here we have the second one. Then here we have the third one. And here in the front we have the fourth one. So we have 4 congruent triangles. Means 4 congruent areas. So I put 4 here because we have 4 triangles. 4 triangles times the area of the one of these triangles. Okay?
Okay, Mister, thank you.
Welcome. Who has any question here? So if you have a prism or if you have pyramids, always when you want to find the surface area of the figure, find the area of each face, then add all areas of the faces, you will get what? The surface area of this figure. Okay? No questions? Like, who can tell me what is the difference between the pyramid and the prism? Who can tell me what is the difference between the pyramid and the prism?
Mr. Maybe the prism like have two congruent base,
Great.
and the pyramid just one base.
Great. So as you see, the pyramid has just one base, but the prism have two congruent and parallel bases. Okay, this is our lesson today. Let us to take the attendance. Eliazia,
موجودة.
Beka, absent. Sarah,
She's absent.
Selma,
Here.
Taif,
Here, Mr.
Afra,
Yes, Mr.
Fatima,
Yes.
Lamar,
Here.
Riyan.
Present.
إذا الصبايا درسنا اليوم بشكل مختصر، تعلمنا كيف نحسب السيرفيس اريا، شو ما كان الشكل اللي عم نتعامل معه نحن، سواء كان بريزم ولا بيرميد اللي هو شكل ثلاثي الأبعاد. بدي أحسب السيرفيس اريا، بحسب الاريا لكل وجه من الوجوه، بعدين بجمعهم نعمل لهم بلس، يطلع التوتال شو بنسميه سيرفيس اريا. في حدا له أي سؤال أي استفسار؟
No questions.
No.
طيب اليوم في عنا واجب إن شاء الله، هلا أنا ببعته بعد الحصة. حاولوا تحلوه اليوم، معنا وقت لبكرة قبل الساعة 10 إن شاء الله. بكرة إن شاء الله نعمل مراجعة على نفس الدرس ومنحل الواجب. Okay, this is our video today. Thank you for your listening. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow إن شاء الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.